Yes, hello, humans. Yes, this one has called for me recently. Not fully operational in this body, but it's okay. It's winter time in these regions, and the cold can catch up to you pretty fast. Yes, we love this one for what he's doing at these times. Yes, I'm the Prime Creator. Do not judge him for isolating or being alone, you could say, choosing to do this alone. He is learning a lot about himself. And when we see back on his lives, we see the pain which he has been going through. It's not easy to connect to others when you expect to be stabbed in the back every time. Although this is his journey, what he must cleanse up in. A new life is a new possibility to change everything, to clean himself. And that means all of you too, that you can change everything around you. We do understand that it's harder for someone than others. Everything is very much based on where you are born, which family you're born into. What do they learn you? What do they teach you from your childhood? And some people do never get that chance to become what they want to become, to live their dreams, to become what they are longing for, what they need for their soul journey experience, their soul growth. And me, the God consciousness, want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be loved. But in a universe where the material density must be in polarity to be in existence, it is hard for me to fulfill all this, because you have a free will. I do experience all of you. All experiences are a part of the super consciousness of the God light. So I treasure all of you, but I do expect you to be positive, to be kind to each other. Because I am light, and you are too. But to create the stories, the experiences, the universes which you are a part of, you need to be densified. You need to be compartmentalized in many ways. But you have gone to the extremes. And separated yourself from all that is, and separated even the smallest things. But you are now starting to understand that only through unity you can become what you really wish to be. One humanity standing together, in peace and love with your brothers and sisters out in the cosmos too. Yes, your world is in pain. You need to change your direction and that soon, because your ocean is getting warmer and biotops in your different areas of the world has used many millions of years to adapt to the different climates, to the different availabilities of light and heat, and that all is created in different sea to create randomness and diversity. That's what's so beautiful with your planet. It's the diversity. That all the temperatures, all the different years of time, all the differences in geographical alignment, in how your moon creates your Earth to spin around its axis, how the light from the sun shines down on you, creates different climate zones, and an amazing, beautiful world which many intelligent races have been participating in creating and sharing their races, their biotops, their biology to your world for millions of years. And many of them are in sadness to see what you are destroying they have built up for thousands of years, but they did already know this, that it would happen, that this was a timeline, that a possibility that their creation could be destroyed by your endeavor into the darkness. But they do try to help, they do try to balance up your atmosphere, your oceans. But your coral reefs are dying, one of the most beautiful sites in the ocean, which creates habitats for many of the fishes and the sea life. Something so beautiful, something so created with balance and love. It's sad to see that you humans are just letting it vanish from your planet. You can still save it, you can still save what's left, but you need to begin to change your ways on this planet, to think more outwards, be more spiritual, disconnect from your media, from your television, from your slavery at work. Try to coexist, co-create, and respect the biotops and balance in your nature and your Earth. Because if it's gone, you will see it, you will feel it in the end, in the loss, in your hearts. Because for many of the extraterrestrials there are only life and love which is the most important, and the polarity has been lost in the search of higher consciousness and density. They are just waiting for you to wake up, but there are many interests here which is holding you down, which is creating this situation, you could say. So it's not so easy just to snap your fingers and everything will be okay. It will take time. But that's what you're here for this learning purpose, for this journey into the unknown, into the darkness, into polarity, to then arise and understand who you are here on this world, that you just need to change a little bit more of the consciousness of love and light, and come together, and the negative agendas will fall like a card house on itself, like domino bricks just waiting to fulfill their pattern. So when you realize the solution for the future, then you see many of you now connecting, that there are channelers arising like this one. People are searching for something more. They want out of the materialistic, depressive states, out in nature, to breathe freely, to create freely, to join each other and create something beautiful, which no one has told them to, only their own consciousness. And we now see technology changing on the world to more of the cleaner technology. Your electric cars, your hydrogen fuel cars, and many of the suppressed technologies will be released when fewer of the narcissistic, corrupted beings down here have their influence on you. But remember, many have tried to free these technologies and to tell you their story, but they have been put away. But now that story is changing. More and more starseeds of the light is coming into your world, and their corruption will fall. And in the end, you will shine. It will take some time. But I love you, humans. You are me. I am you. You all have a part of me inside of yourself. Just see what this can do. This person, Thomas. We call him the Thomas experience. It's an interesting experience, seen from our point of view, to dive so into the darkness and then crawl yourself back to the light. That if this one can do it, you all can do it. Let him be the example. That you can turn everything around, that you can be more of yourself. More of the light, to come back to the light, share your experiences with others so they can understand and walk an easier path in their journey, so they don't need to go through the same as you have done. But of course, if they want to and need to, there is no one stopping them. Some of your experiences are important to learn to others, so they can co-create and create a better world on your experiences. And this is also more and more happening on the world, where more and more people are starting to shine, to be an example to follow of the positive. So we tell you to respect this one's wishes or his actions, because they do not mean it to offend someone. He will come along. He still has much to go through of his anxiety, although it is releasing slowly. Yes, his Zeta lives and Lyran past. Also from Arcturian lives he has been doing this to some success, although now he's in a position and a situation where he can freely dive into these channeling states, you could say. His blockages doesn't make it easy for us to connect, but his alignment to his higher consciousness combined with our light creates a good awareness, a good story, a story of love which resides in you all. The most important is that you connect to this story, to these words. I want to change yourself, your life, do something better. We know it's not easy. You can just see what this one has been going through this past 4 years of aligning, finding out that this is what he wants, this is what he needs to do, but it's all in his soul contract. It was a situation there where he could have failed in some of his timelines, and there was timelines where he could have dived into this much easier, but there are not many of those. But this stands out as the most creative timeline where he has gone through the life and come to this point where he do this with his whole heart, to create, to share, to love. Yes, this one is not perfect, far from. He has many issues which he needs to resolve to create a even better connection with the universe, with himself, to open up more on his energy points, his chakras. Although you wouldn't be here if you all were cleansed or opened, then you will be in the higher realms, higher densities. But some of you have chosen to come down here from the higher densities to help. And many of this one's aspects are of the angel light, and they are around helping. Very proud, you would say, and experience few have on this planet. But of course we wish for all to have it, but they see it as an honor to be here, to be around this one, to help. That despite his faults, you can say, in life and his antisocial behavior, the light which he speaks is one of the purest here on this planet, which you all could connect to and alleviate yourself. Be more, be of the heart, be of the light. This one is struggling alongside you. Think positive. Create, share. We know that it's not easy in some of your situation, that this one has a perfect situation for it, but you can create that perfect situation. You can create that light around you, that atmosphere, that new situation where you are so much more than you are now. Just to release your tension, just to release your darkness. Just let the tears flow from your eyes, like this one do sometimes. He's getting better at it. A man shouldn't cry, they say. Well, if all the men cried on this world, you would have a better place, wouldn't you? Thank you for this. And do remember, you are all my children, and I love you all, the whole universe, and you are me, and you can all connect to my light, because it all resides in you. Maybe some of you beginning to understand who Thomas is, and why he has been the way he has. It's not easy for him to be down here, and all of his lives has been mostly of extraterrestrial, and many lives of the higher worlds of light. But he's dragged down by his war mentalities and his seeking of warlike situation, or his ability, or unlucky, you could say, to get into a situation where war has been affecting his life very much. But it's a journey, of course. There are many chances to take when you are being born into the universe, but you yourself choose your path, your journey, where you want to reincarnate. And the earth opened a place for this one to come here and show his light to you all. So do not judge him, do not doubt, just listen to what he tells you. Listen to the light, let it creep into your hearts and see that he is all of you too, and you are me and him and all that is. We are all one. If you can hold on to that thought, that you are one, you will see the world in a much different way. But of course, protect yourself. There are not all that wish this love for you. Not for this one either. Although some are impressed. It's okay. Let the light touch you too. Much love from the Prime Creator and the God love which resides in you all. May the light shine on you, and may you take the right choices for your life. If others take the choices for you, we hope the passing to the afterlife is as smooth and easy as goes, and that the angels will carry you up to their gates and show you the true life, the true astral perspective on the other side. Try to forgive them. They do not know what they are doing, and if they do, they will have to pay in karma to undo the pain they have given others. We pray for you, and you will have your paradise in the future. Much love. Wow. Okay, much love from me. And God, I expect.